Hey guys, welcome to my Legend Grab Show. It's your boy LJ back with another video today on the channel. Today in this video, I'll be playing All-Star Tower Defense and I'll be showing you guys how to solo any level. Pay attention, listen closely, and follow along. Alright guys, first thing I'm going to go over is priorities. If you look real closely, I put the video in time lapse just to speed the whole process up for the video's sake. But every time I place a character down, I immediately set their priorities before I even decide to upgrade them. So the reason I do that is because if you let every single character you place down attack whoever is first, which is their default, whenever you place them down they always attack whoever is first, then that means they're always going to only attack the person who's walking ahead and like going the furthest. They're not going to worry about who's behind or who's more powerful or anything like that. They're just going to attack one person. So you want to make sure you're setting your priorities so that way your characters and your units can do the best they can to ensure that they can't get past the beginning or even as close to the tower as possible. Alright guys, and the second thing I'm going to go over is upgrading and placement. As you can see, I'm placing all of my units down before I decide to even like max out one character specifically. The reason I do that is because you have more power when you have strength in numbers. So don't think you're just going to rely on one character to solo all the people up front, because that's just ridiculous. Doesn't matter how strong they are, there will be too many waves eventually, and each wave gets higher with more HP. And so it just becomes harder for that character to attack, especially when the characters have a specific time limit to when they can attack again. So you want to make sure you're having strength in numbers and not just soloing on one character, because that's just dumb. Alright guys, so this brings us to the third topic at hand, which is really you just want to make sure all your characters are at least upgraded to level 1. The reason I say this is because if they're all at least upgraded level 1, then they can attack both the regular NPCs and the powerful types. It means, like, say for instance you put a Luffy down and a Naruto down and they're both ready to attack the most powerful people walking ahead of them, but you realize they're not going to attack because they aren't upgraded +1. So in the beginning it does give you a tip. It says only upgraded +1 characters can attack powerful types. So if all of your units are at least level 1, then that means you're good to go no matter how far any of the powerful types get, because all of your units can attack powerful types. So just make sure you're keeping that in mind and not just maxing out one character and then, you know, throwing your game. Alright guys, so now this brings me to my final topic, which is upgrading your characters that you've already placed down. If you need to place down one more, go ahead and place down one more just to be safe. I'm going to go ahead and in this video I'll place another Minotaur back here just to be safe. But I think that's the last unit that I've placed because I was pretty confident in all the priorities that I've set on the beginning characters and the middle characters that I know that aren't going to get that far. He's just a precautionary last line of defense character. That's why I put him back there. But around wave 13, wave 14 maybe, you want to start focusing on mainly upgrading the people that are up front. So the first like maybe 4 or 5 people you put up there, upgrade them first and then upgrade the people behind them, and then so forth and so forth. Because now that the waves are getting larger and the enemies are getting stronger, the HP is getting larger, you want to make sure that your units each individually can do amazing damage or as much as they can by themselves, because that way they're going to ensure that none of them can get past the beginning, or if they do, then the people in the back are also strong enough to fend themselves off and keep them away from the tower. And as you can see throughout the video, none of them have gotten past the beginning, which is good. And with that being said, now you can just go ahead and watch and unfold as your characters successfully take out all the units. Still upgrading a little bit if you want to. I think I did anyway, just because I was OCD and I wanted all of them to be max. I don't know if I did get them all to be max, but now I'm just kind of watching the battle in first person. It looks really cool. So yep, you've already ensured your victory, and there it is. Alright guys, so before we go ahead and head over to Alabasta, I want to go ahead and show some people out there who don't know how to evolve characters just how to do that. So basically how you evolve characters is you need to have 2 of the same characters first of all, and like right here I have 2 Super Saiyan Gokus, and so I'm able to evolve it as long as I have the requirements down here, like the little space creatures from the Frieza Force. So once you have all those, go ahead and click upgrade, and then boom, there you go, you have all your characters. Just make sure you have 2 of the same units and the requirements down below. Alright guys, so I did forget to record all the way up to wave 14. I thought that it was still recording, but it turns out it stopped, and I realized that a little too late. But actually, what I want to point out that I didn't point out in the beginning is that for one, you need to space out all your characters to make sure that they all have the range that they can get. And one more thing guys, I took a picture here to show you guys that I really am the only one in the server, and it is confirmed that I am doing these solo. But back on point guys, make sure your character spacing is really good. You don't want to have everybody bunched up in the beginning, because if you have all your units at the beginning and then they all fail and then there's nobody at back, you're going to be screwed. So just make sure you have character spacing, and then you really are good to go. But without further ado, I think I did clear this one. I think I clutched it. So what you guys are going to see after this whole giant wave in the middle gets all dispatched and terminated by my units, I happen to have Jesus words, I had to think fast. So as you can see, you'll see here in a little bit that when the boss comes, I end up selling my units that are at the front, because you know there are no more NPCs up there, and there's no reason to keep them up there. So the boss was a little too overbearing, he was too strong. So as you can see, I'm selling them, and then I put one Goku here and I upgrade him to max immediately, and then he just cleared the game. Alright guys, and so this right here is just a bonus clip of me and my friend. He wanted to be in the video, so I said let's go ahead and do an infinite rewards raid as a duo, and then just see how far we get. So this is me using my tactics and strategies and all that. He was just placing them all down as first, so he kind of throws at the end just by not setting them up at the beginning. So you can see I'm texting him right now, like letting him know, yo, set up your priorities, take them off at first. And I don't think he ever got around to doing that, but I'm not blaming him. It's a team effort, so I didn't happen to have enough characters to carry. But hope you guys do enjoy this bonus clip. Make sure you guys are doing everything that I told you to ensure your victory, so that you don't have to rely on people and you can do them solo. And then you should be doing good. You should be doing good. So without further ado, make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. I will be giving you guys the codes in this video, but it technically won't be through me, it's through another YouTuber. I actually have a link in the description. If you guys look at that, it gives you guys all of the codes. There's 12 codes, and it's only a minute long video, so I made sure you guys are just able to breeze on through it, and he gets straight to the point too. So go ahead and shout out to my boy E2500PE channel. It's a really weird name, but yeah, it's a really dope channel, so make sure you guys go ahead and get that link in the description, so you can get all your 12 codes and get all your like 500 or maybe even 800 gems and enjoy summoning. But yep, without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next video, and enjoy this last bonus clip. Peace. Have a great day.